And as usual, I like to start the practice in a seated position, just sitting up nice and tall, nice and proud. And take a big inhale and a long exhale. Allow yourself to settle in here. Closing your eyes perhaps, or just casting them downwards. The first thing we do is to bring our awareness to our body. Not to the concept of our body, but to the actual body. The sensations that you're experiencing. Allowing this awareness to arise everywhere. The heaviness of the lower body, the texture of your clothing, the feeling of air on your skin. Just allowing yourself to be embodied. Noticing your rib cage moving subtly as you breathe, maybe even noticing your heart rate or heartbeat. And allowing all that's arising to simply be there, simply witnessing your body. From here, we'll take a shared breath, exhale, empty your lungs. Take a nice big inhale. Long exhale, sigh. And welcome once again, my yogi friends, to your yoga practice. Really great to have you here today. As you inhale, open up your eyes, reach your arms up overhead, take a little bit of a stretch. And then come forwards, hands and knees. And get your knees roughly under your hips, wrist roughly under shoulders. Start to move around a little bit. Maybe you're going to kick a leg out here or there just to get rid of any tightness that might have arisen when you're seated. Hands are pressing down, fingers spread wide, hands dialing away from one another. And then let's move into good old cat-cow breathing. As you inhale, lift your head, lift your bum, front side extension. As you exhale, round, press into the mat, move your pelvis forwards, round your upper back. Inhale to lengthen, send your heart forwards. Exhale to round. Yeah, one more time, nice long inhale to lengthen, and exhale to round. Good. Inhale to a neutral position. Extend your right leg nice and long. Find a stability into your right foot. Lift your right foot off the ground. Find your stability, a sense of traction between your left leg and your right hand. Extend your left hand. Find that sense of balance. Reach distally, so from your fingertips to your toe. Nice long line, finding your balance. Nice big inhale. And exhale, left hand down, right knee down, pause. Try this on the other side. Just finding those lateral connections in the body. Left leg extends, toes tucked. And if you like, letting the left leg lift, not necessary. A sense of connection between your right knee and your left hand, and then maybe extend out that right hand. Try to stay nice and lifted out of that left shoulder. Even here, there's a slight external rotation of the left hand to keep the shoulder nicely integrated. Nice big inhale. Exhale, hand down, knee down. Tuck your toes. Move your bum all the way back. And then slowly back and up we go. Downward dog. And I'm just moving the legs a little bit initially, and then just keep walking up the mat as we usually do. Dangling at the head of your mat. Let your head relax. Let your knees be deeply bent. Putting your torso onto your thighs, so your tummy is draped on your legs. And then as you inhale, come about halfway up, so your legs try to straighten a bit, your spine tries to straighten a bit, and as you exhale, bend and fold, belly to thighs. Inhale, lengthen, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. hands all the way up. And exhale, bring your hands down to your heart. Step your feet right together. Pause here. Take a big inhale and exhale. And interlace your fingers, press your hands down. Nice. Inhale, hands up the frontal plane. Nice big inhale. Exhale, hands out wide. Draw your belly in. Exhaling all the way down. As you inhale, notice your hands are rolling open. This is creating space in your shoulder joint. Inhale all the way up. Exhale down the midline, interlacing your fingers, pressing down quite firmly. Feet pressed down, chest lifts up. Inhale, hands up the frontal plane. Exhale, hands out wide. And again, inhale, hands up. Exhale, hands down and through, interlaced. Inhale, rise all the way up. And at the top, exhale, flare your elbows, palms stay face up. Inhale, press up. Exhale, elbows flare. And one more time, inhale, press up. And exhale, elbows flare. Oh yeah, get to those shoulders. Inhale, up. Exhale, hands down. Nice. Swimming bear is sort of like a breaststroke. As you inhale, hands forwards, exhale, hands come in. So inhaling, knees straighten, exhale, arms come back. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. One more time, inhale and exhale. Just kind of getting those shoulders into shape. Bring your hands back in and do some lateral movements. Inhale, hands up. Exhale to your right. Hands could overlap, interlace, draw, whatever works for you. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, over to the left. Try this. Inhale, come up. As you exhale, swoop your right hand across the front of the body. Look towards your right hand. Inhale, up. Exhale, left hand swoops across. Look to the left hand. Inhale, up. Exhale, right hand swoops across. Maybe look up to the left hand. Inhale, up. Exhale, swoop through and look at the right hand. There's no right way to do these things. Inhale, both hands up. Exhale, hands behind your head. Inhale, elbows flare, a little back bend. Exhale, a little rounding the upper back. Elbows forwards and round your spine. A little bend in your knees. Inhale, open it up again. Exhale, round it forwards again. One more time. Inhale, up. And exhale, round it in. Nice. Inhale all the way up, hands up, separated. Exhale, sit down. Inhale, rise up. Just going with the flow here. Exhale, sit down. Stay with it. Follow your breath. Inhale, up. Exhale, down. So we're trying to create this called interoceptive state. So an awareness of the interiority, the things that are going on inside our body. By focusing on the breath and the movements, this keeps us in the moment much more clearly than that sort of discursive wandering state that we can get into when we're not focused. Nice big inhale. Exhale, fold all the way forwards. As you inhale, lengthen away from yourself. As you exhale, bend your knees till you can plant your hands, step back to plank pose. From plank pose, exhale to lie down. Inhale to cobra, heart forwards. Notice the hands dialing away from one another, collecting the elbows in towards the sides of the body. Exhale down. Inhale to your hands and knees. Now, as I come to my hands and knees, the relationship of my hands is not good enough for downward dog. I tuck my fingers, step my wrists back, and then there's downward facing dog. Just a subtle movement there. And paddling the legs out. As you inhale, send your right leg high. Exhale, right knee over towards your outer right arm. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, knee to nose, rounding your spine. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, knee to left arm under the body. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, step through. Bring your left foot beside your right foot as you inhale. As you exhale, fold. Then inhale, rise all the way up. And exhale, bring your hands down. That smoky skies around here these other past few days is, I got in my sinuses, my chest, not very much fun, I'll tell you that. Hands down. Inhale, hands up, second set. Exhale, fold all the way forwards. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, one leg, the other leg to plank. From plank, down we go to the mat. Hands dial away from one another as you inhale into cobra. Exhale down. Inhale to your hands and knees. Maybe adjust your hands. And exhale back. Downward dog. Nice. As you inhale, send your left leg up high. Exhale, left knee, outer left arm. Inhale up. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale up. Exhale over your right arm. Inhale up. And exhale, step through. Bring your right foot beside your left foot as you inhale. As you exhale, fold. And then inhale, rise all the way back up. Still with your hands overhead, begin sitting down. Bring your right hand outside your left knee, your left hand to your low back. Pause here. Take the weight back towards your heels. Keep your knees nice and square, offering a rotation of your spine. Good. And then as you inhale, stand all the way up, hands to the ceiling again. Exhale, twist, left hand outside right knee, right hand to low back. And then again, nice long from your tail to your head, turning into this. Draw your belly in, if that's possible. Weight towards the heels. And then inhale, rise all the way up. And exhale, dive all the way back down. As you inhale, lengthen away. As you exhale, we'll take right leg back, long step, right toes tucked, right knee down. We've been here before. Inhale, hands up. Exhale, settle. Hold your right wrist with your left hand. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, side bend to the right. Or left, I'm sorry, my mistake. So extension through the outer right hip, the front of the right hip. Engage that muscularly. Inhale, come back up. As you exhale, lean forwards, lift your back knee, flare your hands. Leaning lunge. As you inhale, swoop your hands towards the front of your mat. As you exhale, like you're grabbing something, elbows come in, torso perpendicular. 3 times with the knee dips. Inhale, knee down, hands up. Exhale, rise up. Hips moving to square. Inhale. Exhale. And again, inhale. And exhale. Good. Inhale, hands up. Exhale, step forwards, hands swing behind. Whoosh. Inhale all the way up. And exhale, dive all the way down. As you inhale, lengthen. As you exhale, left leg back, left toes tucked, left knee down. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, settle, find your foundation. Right hand holds left wrist. Inhale, reach up. Exhale to the right this time. Find that extension through the outer left hip, the front of the left hip. Get a bit of muscular embrace there. Breathe into it. And then inhale up. Exhale, lean forwards, lift your back knee, flare your hands. Inhale, swoop your hands forwards. Exhale, hands and fists, torso perpendicular. Inhale, hands overhead, knee down. Exhale, rise up. 2 more like that. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Our transition looks pretty much the same as that. Inhale. Exhale, step and hands swing behind. Whoosh. Inhale, rise up. And exhale again, dive all the way back down. Inhale, Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, right leg back, a long step, right toes tucked, right knee down. Inhale, hands up. Exhale, lean forwards, lift your back knee, flare your hands. Inhale, swoop your hands forwards. Exhale, rise up. Inhale, your hands up. Exhale, right knee up. Maybe you kick through the right heel. Inhale, step back. Exhale, knee up. Maybe you extend. Inhale. Exhale. And then inhale. And exhale, twist to the left. Extend through both arms. Scissoring those legs tightly towards each other. Inhale, hands up. Gaze forwards. Exhale, twist left. And again. Inhale and exhale. Nicely done. Inhale, hands up. Exhale, step forwards, hands swing behind. Whoosh. Inhale, rise all the way up. And exhale, down we go again. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, left leg back, left toes tucked, left knee down. Inhale, hands up. Exhale, lean, lift, flare. Inhale, hands forwards. Exhale, elbows in. Inhale, hands up. Exhale, left knee up. Extend through your left foot, perhaps. Inhale, step back. Exhale, kick through. Inhale. And exhale. Nice. Inhale, step back. Exhale, twist right. Keep that right hip back in space. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, twist right. And again, inhale. And exhale. Nice. Inhale, hands up. Exhale, step forwards, hands swing behind. Inhale, rise all the way up. And exhale, let everything sort of soften as you exhale. One more breath like that. Nice big inhale. And a long, delicious exhale. Inhale your hands up. Exhale, dive all the way forwards. Inhale to lengthen. And then exhale to plank pose, top of the push-up. From this position, good old flow here. Exhale down halfway or all the way. So if you're coming halfway down, you got to bring the weight forwards first, chaturanga, and then inhale, up dog. In up dog, have your chin a little bit tucked, and as you exhale, go back and through to downward dog. Paddle those legs out a wee bit. And then inhale, right leg high. Exhale, right leg all the way through between your hands. Left toes stay tucked. Inhale up into a crescent lunge. And exhale, bring your hands to your heart. Keep your gaze directly forwards as you're going to pivot the back heel down and send your hands out to find warrior two. Warrior two. Just like that. So from heart to extended. Nice. Feel that sense of really rooting into the feet, lifting out of the hips. Exalted warrior. Let's take the front hand, palm face up. Inhale, right hand up to the ceiling, left hand to back leg. Maybe you hold the back of your head. I kind of like that one. Maybe you look towards your back foot. There's different variations there. Maybe that feels good today. Back hand, left hand could wrap around behind you. Or you could even try to grab both hands behind your back. Not quite happening for me. Nice. As you inhale, come back up to warrior two. Straighten your front leg. Now here we want to keep our torso. This is for triangle. Torso is in the shape of a T with the arms. And we keep this shape as we move into the pose. So your left hip bumps back. Try to keep this T shape as you fold into this or into the hip socket. What typically happens is that the right side of the body gets a bit of a crease in it. We want length from right hip to right armpit, just as we do on the left side. So maybe you don't come down quite as far. We're trying to create that T shape in the torso. T for torso, T for triangle. Challenging. Nice. And then inhale back up. bend again into your front leg. Interlace your fingers behind your back, and then I like to take my shoulders up, back, and down. So a backwards roll, squeeze my scapula together, squeeze the palms together, look towards the upper left corner of your mat. And here, as we dive in that direction, you're trying to bring your nose to the upper left corner of your mat as your hands lift overhead. So it's a spinal extension, not a spinal rounding that I'm suggesting here anyhow. Of course, you can do what you want because I'm not watching, but try and do an extension perhaps once in a while. Nice. And then inhale all the way back up, warrior two. Again, straighten your front leg momentarily. Here we're moving into revolved triangle. So we may need to bend the front knee a little bit, and you may need to come on the ball of the back foot. Depends on your body. So backhand windmills over. Left hand comes to the ground. So back foot might pivot a little bit. And then keeping your left hand on the ground, take the right hand to the ceiling and try to straighten your right leg. Engage muscularly the outer side of the right hip as you reach up. Eventually, you might even consider bringing that left hand more and more close to the right foot, or even on the baby toe edge of the right foot, your call. And then exhale, bring the hand down. A little bend in the front knee. Reach your left hand arm forwards and up, windmill up. There's warrior two. Straighten the front leg. Pivot on the back, or the front heel, the right heel, and then just fold between your legs. Wide leg forward fold. For today's variation, turn your hands around, fingers pointing away from you, between your legs, palms face down, and just enjoy this sort of dynamic between the legs and the upper body. There's an engagement through the backs of your legs as you fold into this. Let your head relax. Even bend your elbows to draw yourself in. And then inhale, half lift, hands in front of your face. Walk your hands to the head of your mat as you pivot on your feet. Step back to plank. And again, we'll take a flow. So exhale down halfway or all the way. Inhale, up dog with your chin tucked. Exhale, downward facing dog. Same thing, second side, left leg lifts. Exhale, left foot between your hands. Stay up on the ball of the right foot. Inhale, hands all the way up. Wobble, wobble, wobble. Exhale, hands to your heart. And again, keep your gaze forwards, keep your head pointing in that direction forwards as you pivot the back heel down, palms out. Warrior two. Here it is again. Hips nicely integrated, both feet pressing down, both feet moving a little bit counterclockwise, and screwing our feet right into the mat. Exalted warrior, your flavor. Left hand up, right hand to the back leg. Maybe you hold the back of your head, maybe you bind. Maybe look to the back foot. Just enjoy that sweet sensation of engaged elongation. Nice. And then inhale, come all the way back up, straightening your front leg. T like triangle, T like torso. Keep the T shape. Your right hip moves back, left hip moves back, and then we try to find our way into this without putting a big crease or wrinkle into the left side of the body. Not so easy. I've been perplexed by this pose for 20 years. So try and find this shape. Try not to collapse to the left side of the torso. Big inhale to come back up. Warrior two, bending into your front knee. Interlace your fingers behind your back, the other way, so make the digits switch. They're up one notch. Shoulder roll to set your scapula on your back and squeeze your palms together. Gaze to the upper right corner of your mat, and then dive forwards. Arms up overhead. Gaze at the upper right. Bring your nose to the upper right corner of the mat. Breathe. Yeah. Up we come again. Straighten your front leg. And now here we move into revolved triangle. So a little bend in the front knee, probably, maybe a little bit more pivoting on the ball of the back foot. Right hand comes to the mat. Right hand stays. Left arm lifts up, and you try to straighten your left leg. Both legs straight, both arms trying to be perpendicular to one another. Kind of challenging. Outer left hip. Enjoying this incredibly. And then exhale. Bring your hand down. Beautiful. From here, reach your right arm forwards, windmill back up to warrior two. There it is. Straighten front leg, pivot on your heel, bend your knees and fold forwards. Good. From here, turn your heels in, your toes out, and then just rise up with your knees bent. Nice. Qigong pulses, fingertips touch, or first finger and thumb touch, palms face down. Inhale, hands to face. Exhale to push away. Inhale, draw in. Exhale, push down, straightening your legs. 2 more sets like that. Inhale, sitting. Exhale, pushing. Inhale, draw in. Exhale, down. Again, inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Nicely done. Do you remember Goddess of Fire? This is a fun pose. Palms face up, elbows to the side of the body as you bend your knees again. Bring your right forearm on top of your left forearm. Bring your hands towards you so your fingertips touch. And then with those fingertips touching, take them down the center of your chest. Now your hands are overlapped, opposite sort of way. And they rise up overhead as you straighten your legs. From here, we come back down the same way we went in. Begin bending your legs, your hands come down. Their fingertips point to the floor, and they come up your chest. They open up, elbows to the side of your body. So do that again. Inhale, left forearm on top, fingers touch, go down the midline. As you straighten your legs, you rise up, and as you exhale, unwind. Do that again. Inhale, right forearm on top as you rise up. Exhale, unwind. Inhale, left forearm on top. Exhale, unwind. One more time each side. Inhale, right. Exhale, down. And inhale, left. And exhale all the way down. Nicely done. Straighten your legs, hands to your hips, turn your feet in, and then just jump your feet together and turn to face the front of your mat. 3 times side to side. Creating a little bit of breeze in this stuffy room of mine. And then let's step to the back of the mat and do good old tree pose. Hands to your hips, feet together, turn the right foot out to 2 o'clock. Bring your foot up without using your hands. You may take a few attempts. Press your foot to your leg to your foot. Keep the left hip integrated. Bring your hands to your heart. Be okay with the wobbling. Bring your hands up. Separate your hands. Maybe even look up and wobble even more. So here, as I've said before, creating new neural pathways by doing something different, by doing something challenging. Nice big inhale. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale your knee forwards and exhale your foot down. Little shiggle, little shake. And then again, hands on your hips. Turn your left foot out to 10 o'clock. Bring your foot up without using your hands. Place your foot to your leg to your foot. Find that connection. And squeeze those 2 points towards each other. Hands to your heart.
Inhale your hands up. Separate your hands, maybe gaze up. Wobble. What's interesting for me is there's out of the view of the camera, the visual is very bouncy. Interesting. Nice big inhale. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale your knee forwards and exhale, bring your foot down. Nicely done. To the mat we go. Inhale, hands up. Exhale, dive all the way forwards.
Walk your hands up the mat part way. Separate your feet, downward facing dog. Drive your torso to your upper thighs. And as you inhale, extend your right leg high. As you exhale, bring your right knee behind your right wrist. And here, I'd like us to move towards deer pose. So rather than pigeon pose, unless you really, really want to, fall onto your right hip. Left knee is bent. And then turn your torso over that right leg as much or as little as you like, and then drape yourself down on top of that leg, offering a nice compression through the hip without compromising your knee joint. Maybe you stack your fists here to rest your forehead, or you do something else. Just letting ourselves offer a bit of compression into the hip, allowing ourselves to find a bit of quietude here. Again, bringing our awareness into the body, so putting all of your attention into the sensations of your body, the tingling in your feet, the heaviness of your hips, the texture of your clothing, the movement of air, just sense everywhere. Bring your awareness to your senses. Be present. And then from here to exit the pose, bring your hands back in, tuck your back toe, and then slowly just lift back and up to downward dog. We'll take that right leg up nice and high, open the knee out to the side, maybe twirl the knee or the hip in its socket a few times. Dirty dog, and then slowly bring the right foot down. As you inhale, send the left leg up. As you exhale, left knee behind left wrist. And then fall to your left hip. Right knee might come in a bit. I like my knee to be roughly in the middle of the mat here. And then turning yourself as much or as little over in the direction of the left hip, you can again fold into this. Your back leg could be straighter or it could be bent. Find a spot that feels sweet to you. Again, try and stay present with sensations. This is simple mindfulness right here. Mindfulness practice. And then slowly walk your hands in. Tuck your back toe, lift your back knee, press back. Maybe do a little bit of a hip circle with your left hip, left knee flaring up nice and high. And then exhale, bring that foot down. Drop your knees down and push back to a seated position. So in our seat, we haven't worked on our toes for quite a while. Lean forwards, tuck your toes, knees stay wide, heels try to touch. And here we are, Keza. You can bring your hands to your heart. Trying to squeeze your heels towards each other, trying to load up your toes. Nice. That feels good in this body. And then slowly bring your hands forwards, flatten out your feet and come up on your knees. Hands to your low back, camel pose, push your hips forward, lift your chest up. Enjoy a front side extension.
elbows move towards each other. And then as you inhale, come up. As you exhale, sit down. Take a breath or two there, let things dissipate. And then we swing our legs out front, please. As you get the legs out front, put your heels together, lean back, point your toes, and then lift your bum up. Reverse plank. Exhale, come down. Nice. Bring your right foot in towards you, and then lift both hands up and fold towards your left leg. Maybe you hold on to the foot. This is preparation for Marichi Asana pose. It's also, I think, offers a bit more than Janu Shirshasana, where we have the knee down. This offers a bit more effort for the right leg. Both sitting bones trying to stay rooted on the mat. And you're letting your elbows bend to draw you in a bit more. Nice. And then slowly rise up, lean back, extend your right leg, bend your left. Bring both hands up. Exhale, fold forwards towards the right leg. Both sitting bones trying to stay rooted. Folding into this. Get both sides of your bum equally on the mat. Not so easy. And it may not be the same on both sides, as you can see in this body here. Can't quite grab my foot here. Cool. And then again, slowly rise up, lean back, extend both legs out nice and long. Bring the bottoms of your feet together, flare your knees, hold your feet, bound ankle pose, lift up, pull forwards, and allow your elbows to just rest against your shins. Take a few breaths here. A little bit of a pull at the end. And then again, rise up, hold on to your knees, give yourself a little bit of a squeeze. And then from this place, boat pose, fingers behind your knees, lift your feet. Keep your chest proud. Option to extend the legs so that your shins are parallel to the ground, or send your legs up towards the ceiling so the legs straight. Hands could be like you're holding a tree, or they could be dead straight, or still behind your knees, whatever works for you. Chest nicely lifted. Quivering might happen. And as I've said before, this is a good thing. This is your body learning something different and new. So let your body just figure it out. You get out the way. Nice big inhale. And then exhale again. Draw your knees in. Give yourself a bit of a hug. From this place, simply lie down on your back. Draw your knees in towards your chest. Give yourself a bit of a squeeze. Decompressing those hip sockets. Squeeze. And then place your feet on the mat and let your knees go side to side a couple of times. Walk your feet in until you touch your heels. Bridge pose. For bridge pose, start with your elbows bent, palms facing one another, and then you press with your elbows and your feet to lift your pelvis off the ground, hips up. And then you continue from there as you like. So next step is to interlace your fingers under your back and tuck your shoulders under. This will give you a bit more extension through the upper chest and get your hips up a bit higher. Next step is to come onto your toes and walk your feet in and press up even higher. So getting a little bit more through the lower end of the shape, through the front of the hips, the front of the knees. Bridge pose. And then to exit the pose, same way you went in. Feet flat, arms released, and then slowly let your spine come down to the mat. And then when you arrive, just take a nice big inhale and a sigh. Draw your knees in towards you, shuffle your hips to the left a little bit, drop your knees to the right, and then extend your left hand, look to the left, spine twist. fairly relaxed and passive approach here. And then we'll make our way to the other side. Just slowly come back to neutral. Pause in neutral. And then your hips shift to the right, knees come in and fold to the left. Right arm extends, look to the right. A few simple breaths there, relaxing as you go. Yum. And then unwind. Both legs, both arms up. Just give it a little shiggle, a little shake, whatever feels good, just to release anything that remains in the body. And then lie down, feet flop open, palms usually face up, chin a little bit tucked. And here, bring your awareness to the tip of your nose and the movement of air at the tip of your nose. Allow both nostrils to feel equally open as you breathe. And now, just a fairly quick scan of your body. Put all of your awareness into the bottom of your feet. Feel the tingling in your feet. And we'll slowly fill up this body of yours with awareness, like we're filling up the body with liquid, where the liquid is awareness. Begin to fill your entire, both feet, right to the ankles. And then slowly bringing your awareness through your calf muscles and your shins. Filling up your knees, the front and the back of your knees. Your upper legs, right into the femur, the bone in the middle of the leg, the front of the leg, the back of the leg. Into the pelvic girdle, the bum, fronts of the hips. Awareness of your low spine, your abdomen, belly. Continue to fill up through the chest, maybe noticing the heart beating gently, breath moving calmly. And then down your arms, biceps, triceps, forearms, palms and fingers. And then just gently drawing the awareness up your arms towards your head, relaxing your neck, being present in your neck, your ears, your temples, your forehead, your eyes, your jaw. And feeling again the breath at the tip of your nose. From this place, begin to invite some energy back into your body, inhaling and exhaling a bit more purposefully. And taking on some movement. Taking a big stretch. And then rolling to one side or the other. And pressing yourself up to seated, where we'll finish our practice together. So from the seated position, still nicely embodied in this body of yours, eyes closed or cast downwards, and sharing a breath together to mark the end of our practice. Exhale, empty your lungs. Nice big inhale. And a long sigh. And thank you once again, my yogi friends, for being here with me. So good to have you here. Namaste.